Schubert Hospitality and HotelOga welcomes you to a short presentation aimed at hotel owners and managers. The objective is to answer the 3 fundamental questions our survey found to be the most pressing for hotel owners and managers. Within the presentation, we will cover the following topics. Number 1, best practices that can improve your hotel's profit. Number 2, increasing average revenue generated per customer in order for the hotel to generate more sales revenue. And number 3, improving employee customer care and that which forms part of achieving your business objectives. First off, we start with best practices to improve profit. Normally, hotels believe that the best and easiest way to improve hotel profit is to reduce existing costs. Actually, it is not about reducing costs, but increasing revenue. Let us take a simple case study as an example of a hotel. The actual revenue for the hotel for last year was 100 million naira, and the costs were 50 million naira. Now this meant that the actual profit achieved was 50 million naira. Now let us say that the hotel had the same revenue of 100 million naira, but did its level best to reduce the cost by 5%, or 2.5 million naira. Now if this was done, it would have reduced the hotel's cost by 5% and improved its profit by 5% to 52.5 million naira. However, if the hotel decided to improve its revenue by 5% and managed to keep its costs the same as with the actual case, it would have increased its profit by 10% and thus increased the value of the profit itself to 55 million naira. As you can see, more money was made by increasing the revenue than reducing the costs. Now it begs the question on whether it is not simply better to reduce costs and increase revenue at the same time. Though this will be ideal, there are consequences of doing either. Reducing costs may actually make it impossible to increase revenue, as you can see by the list of consequences below. Should a hotel decide to reduce overheads, it may reduce quality in the way shortcuts and quick fixes are applied that can impact the look, feel, and functionality of the hotel. It may also, as a result, damage the hotel's reputation in that money is not being spent to provide advertised services or maintain the hotel properly. This loss in care for the hotel building can also reduce the value of the asset itself. Likewise, it will be a quick fix for now, when in fact, it may cost much more to fix the inherited problems in the future. And to reduce costs by 5% is actually more difficult than it may seem, especially when trying to still maintain a good standard hotel that is attractive to customers. When focusing on increasing revenue while keeping costs in check effectively, the hotel can maintain its quality levels and its reputation. The asset value of the hotel would increase because maintenance and care is still taken within the hotel. Increasing revenue may be more complex to do in that it needs more effort from the management and staff to increase sales, but it is easier to increase such revenues by 5% and not affect the hotel standards. When talking about costs or overheads, it is important to realize that the hotel's overheads are vital to a hotel's operation and ensures that the hotel can do business to turn a profit. Such overheads will always be there, and reducing them will impact quality levels. For example, if air conditioners are not serviced or cleaned when needed, they will stop working or develop problems that will make them more expensive to fix later or even cause the need for them to be replaced. It is more important to increase revenue while maintaining or managing costs. There are various ways a hotel can manage overheads, namely by limiting entertainment expenses such as staff lunches, management parties, and drinks for marketing activities, by refinancing debt if possible, or at least working out a cost-effective but strict payment plan that is adhered to, by eliminating unnecessary subscriptions and memberships that do not add value to the hotel's business, by cutting travel costs for managers or owners that are supposed to improve business but are actually not adding revenue for the hotel, by reducing the use of paper and automating things more, by using technology or using email to do correspondence, by sharing marketing expenses with partners in areas that can jointly promote the hotel and these partners' services. Furthermore, the hotel may use barter agreements to pay for expensive services by using rooms or meals as exchange for these services, maintain equipment in the hotel with competent staff or outsourced suppliers in a proper way and checking that the work done is of good quality, monitor supplies and tools used by staff to avoid waste, have a good stock control system in place, even if the hotel uses a software such as Microsoft Excel to do so. Use the internet to source bookings and to shop for supplies or information instead of traveling unnecessarily to do so. So now that we've looked at why it is beneficial to increase revenue, we need to look at what a hotel specifically can do to increase average revenue generated per customer. Remember that to increase revenue, the hotel needs to realize that the hotel business is about people, for people, by people. To explain, a hotel is there for the use of people, in order to accommodate people, and is operated by people. There are various ways a hotel can increase revenue. 1. It can ensure that it is different from competitors in the quality and services it offers as long as it can afford it. 2. It can ensure that its employees are taken care of and treated fairly. 3. It can ensure that the guest is truly made to feel welcome. 4. It can develop extra services that ensure that it can increase the money spent by customers by introducing related services such as a shuttle service or room service, etc. It may also wish to sell branded products such as towels or mugs or novelty items. It may encourage staff and managers to interact with guests to see where an opportunity can present itself to make a sale. It may also then have regular meetings between staff and managers to see where the hotel can make creative or innovative changes to ensure that it can sell more based on comments and suggestions made by guests. However, it must be remembered that guests get what they pay for, no more, no less. Furthermore, a hotel can increase revenue by marketing in-house services directly to guests at every turn and not assume that the guest knows what is available. Taking advantage of point-of-sale opportunities when a guest buys something and then offering them something else as well. This is called upselling. Focusing on perceived value in knowing that the true value of something is the opinion of the customer and not the opinion of the hotel. Focusing on customer satisfaction by ensuring that guests are treated with respect and that they can trust the hotel, its management, and its staff. Ensuring that online agencies or websites that sell the hotel are in fact the right partners to do so. It is better to have a small hotel listed on a website that sells to clients that would need the hotel and not on a website where clients look for accommodation and services that the hotel may not be offering. Hosting private or business functions that may be sponsored to an extent but attract guests to spend more money or even stay over. These guests may even return in future to use the hotel. Marketing to companies and regular customers even if the hotel thinks that there is no need because they have stayed at the hotel before. Hotels can also increase revenue or sales by encouraging guests to refer new customers through special discounts or commissions, offering discounts for extended stay to guests that are in-house already, networking with other associated businesses in the area, or even other cities that may have travelers that possibly would be coming to the hotel's area. trying to improve the public rating of a hotel by reviewing sites such as TripAdvisor and so on, to make sure that if there are negative comments, they are reviewed in order for the hotel to take action to improve the guest's future rating. Encouraging employees to be the hotel's salespeople at all times, even when off duty, by offering little incentives. Adding entertainment that does not affect guests that do not want to take part, but provide them the option to do so. Providing outstanding customer service always. Having a smart discount policy that has clear conditions attached to each type of discount and where the hotel never deviates with no fee or favor. This builds trust with customers and ensures that they know they are treated fairly. And lastly, by rewarding employees for good suggestions and actions that add value to the business beyond just doing their normal jobs. Increasing revenue cannot happen if there is no employee or even manager customer care. Customer care is an attitude and it is contagious. If an owner does not care, the manager will not care, and as a result, the staff will not. For a hotel owner or manager to motivate staff to provide better care, there are 3 actions that can help this happen. 1. Employees need to be appreciated. This does not mean a hotel should throw money or favors at employees, but rather by treating them with respect and recognizing their efforts. 2. It is also a good idea to foster competition in that those who perform or achieve are rewarded, and in doing so, healthy competition is encouraged among staff. 3. When an owner or manager gets his or her hands dirty, so to speak, by themselves giving good customer care or supporting their staff instead of blaming them, this builds teamwork and trust. Customers notice this, and it builds employee commitment and customer loyalty. There are 5 golden rules for motivating customer care in hotel staff. These are: number 1, good communication between owners and managers, between managers and staff, and as well as among staff themselves. When everyone knows what is happening and what is expected, then conflict is reduced among staff, between staff and management, and between staff and customers. Number 2, the right tools to do a job. The staff must have the right tools. Expecting someone to serve a guest a beverage with no tray to do so is a simple but excellent example. 3, respect is earned when given. Respect breeds respect, and if someone is not showing common decency at work or within a team, they should be removed. Resentment is the poison that destroys many a business. However, respect is not earned by being popular, but by being fair. Number 4, recognition, in that staff have to be acknowledged for what they do well, and sometimes just for doing their job. A simple thank you or acknowledgement in front of their peers or customers is a good way to generate a positive attitude. Lastly, fairness is key. Though subjective, fairness, no matter how it is applied, actually just means that there is no fear or favor between how everyone is treated, rewarded, disciplined, or recognized. Favoritism is a dangerous game and will build resentment amongst others, which, as mentioned, is a destructive attitude to foster in a hotel. These topics have been briefly addressed, but should give every hotel owner or manager ideas to implement in their respective hotels. This may improve a hotel's performance and at the same time develop a professional culture within the business. Thank you all so much for your time. For more information, please visit or contact us via our website. That's www.schuberthospitality.com.